Hey boys, welcome to the New Zealand Navy.
Nigel, how are you, mate?
Good mate. What we're going to do today is go into the rock and roll unit and simulate sinking a ship for you guys. I'll show you where the holes are that we're going to block up.
Down low.
Reasonably low.
For him.
So you should be right.
Sweet.
You'll be up. Tiptoes sort of thing.
Shoulders.
Jump on his shoulders, you'll be right. We'll get the holes blocked up and hopefully we save the ship.
Well, when I first found out I was going to do something at Naval Base, I thought it might have been something like a mud run or something like that.
I was pretty excited. It's something different and new challenge and totally different to what I'm used to doing for a living.
Just about walk under there without ducking down. This is it. This is what we simulated as a mess deck on a ship. Having a look around, if we go over to the far corner over there's a damage point over there which is simulating a split seam. Coming along this way, there's a split in the wall here which we call a bulkhead. Water comes out of there. That hatch down the bottom there, that tends to leak a little bit. Doesn't matter how tight you do it up, water will come out of there.
Have you ever been in a ship like this before?
No, I haven't. No, have you?
No. First time.
Looks like a bit of a jail cell, eh?
By the looks of it, I don't really want to.
You've been in jail a couple of times, haven't you? Looks like a good bed for you.
That's what they look like.
But your legs too.
Righty, what we're going to do is we're going to put up a square shore here. Take note of what's going on and you guys will be there next time. As with the water coming out. And that there will just slow it down. So whichever one of you is holding this, you can have your back to it, hold it up here, and when, as I said, one of you are going to be running up and down the ladder, cutting wood, grabbing gear. Righty, this is where you boys come into action here. What you want to do is measure from that block of wood up to the roof. Cut a piece of wood that length, but what you're going to do is add 20 mils.
2 centimetres.
What we're doing by adding 20 mils to this is it's going to get wedged in nice and tight on our pad piece down the bottom there. And all we're doing is hitting it down, getting it in the middle of our splitter box so it is nice and tight. So you guys got any questions?
Who's Jonesy can be the give the orders, or Jonesy can be the captain? I'll be the henchman.
Actually, those measurements, right, okay, you know how much 20 mils is? Not 20 centimetres.
That's not much.
One last thing, lads. I need to go to the toilet.
Time to rock and roll. The boys have split their roles, Lance to cut and measure, and Stacey to ebb the flow with his bulking frame.
You know, when you're holding that box, all you got to do is just try and just lean against it as hard as you can because the pressure's pretty tight, and as soon as that water hits you, it goes down your back. It's pretty cold.
Water was coming in pretty thick and fast and filling up the room pretty quickly as well, and it was cold.
It seems pretty simple, but actually trying to get the wedges in between the gaps and that was pretty hard work, especially when the ship was sort of going side to side.
With the splinter box finally in place, Stacey Jones must hold the full weight of the gushing water, while Lance puts his carpentry skills to the test.
I'd say probably the easiest bit was cutting the wood upstairs.
Yeah, Lance could have been a bit quick out. I think his soaring was a bit slow on that first part, and that's where the water level really got up. Holding these metal boxes that weigh 50 kilos, or seem like 50 kilos.
Pretty scary thought, knowing it if you're out on open sea and those cracks were real and the water was coming in and the boat was sinking. It's pretty scary feeling.
Stacey Jones with the chance to show Lance he's the better home handyman.
When you're down there holding against the water, you want that person to be cutting the wood as fast as they can, and I think his old bones let him down a little bit in that area.
I wish he was a little bit taller so he could have held the first box. All in all, I think he did a all right job, but I think I was better.
the Navy officer, you know, was pretty much called abandoned ship. I don't know whether that meant the boat was sinking or the boat was fixed. So yeah, you know, we did the best we can. I think you know, they thought we did it right as well.
I think Nigel, I don't know what sort of pass, if he'll give us a pass mark with that, but if we had a bit more practice, I'm sure we might make our way into the Navy. No, we won't.
Get your mobiles ready for the trivia question of the week. Name the latest player to debut for the club. A. Isaac John. B. Kevin Locke. C. Aaron Hidemeyer. D. Lewis Brown. Or E. Joel Moon. Text quiz followed by the letter to 499. All correct entries will be in the draw to win an autographed copy of Steve Price, Be Your Best. Texts are free for Vodafone customers. Costs apply to those on other networks.